Forget what was on the screen. The most offensive part of that was them trying to keep the beat. Is that how the East Wing got demolished? Shout out to all the subscribers and the members here on the channel. Don't forget to like the video. My name is Reese Waters, and I'm troubled. Now, there I was watching the Olympics.
The women's relay used to be 4x5K. That's what they contested.
Okay, that's a lie. There I was not watching the Olympics. I tried. I did try. First of all, the speed skating is fire because it's just like track. But you know how mad I would be if I spent my whole life becoming a world-class speed skater and they giving out the same medals for ice roller derby? I mean, really.
Well, they don't give out style points in short track skating, but surely he should get a 10 for that.
Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna race around the rink, but you get to push and shove, and cause we moving 30 miles an hour on ice, most of y'all not gonna make it. But if you do make it around, we got a medal for you. I would be even more mad than if I spent my life training to be a pairs figure skater and got the same medal as ice dancing. You know, I saw an ice dancer at King of Diamonds one time. You know what? Never mind. Go ahead. You got it. You really not gonna say nothing about snowboard cross? You really gonna sit there and not say nothing about snowboard cross? And that's why you lost your voice? Huh? You out here sounding like a substitute teacher because you yelled so loud during the snowboard cross. Woke the baby up and everything. Let's be honest.
The final jump. It's neck and neck. Here we go. Is that Haverly? Haverly's trying to make the call here. Haverly across. Haverly with the gold. Gandhi with the silver. Dushek with the bronze. What a race that was.
Snowboard cross is fire. Snowboard cross is fire. They should change the name of Winter Olympics to speed skating and snowboard cross. It will be better. Well, here's why I'm troubled. Angela Vergara, Colombian Trump supporter, far-right congresswoman, was celebrating when ICE detained her own compatriots in the U.S. But 18 days ago, ICE kidnapped her son, and today she no longer finds the cruelty she applauded to be amusing.
Que no han podido regresar a su país, que necesitan la intervención urgente del Estado. Es por eso que hoy como madre les pido ayuda.
Yeah, it's all fun and games until I'm affected. Now, we've definitely seen that before.
Pennsylvania voted for Trump. We've got a little bit of a FAFO moment. Actually, it's times 2.
John and Lisa Ronka own Cutter's Bike Shop. Their teenage daughter rides competitively. Sometimes gets injured. They get their health insurance through the Obamacare exchange, and their renewal letter just came.
It's going to be triple
this year,
which equates to double the cost of what we pay for our mortgage for our house. So we can't keep that plan, to say the least.
Healthcare costs going up. Their profit margin already down.
Why? Is this a tariff question?
Every 2 to 3 months.
Pennsylvania voted for Trump. These are small business owners losing their health care and prices going up because of tariffs. We are now in the find out stage for many Trump supporters. If you did not know, 45% of the users of the Affordable Care Act are Republicans. 27% of farmers used to use Obamacare, the Affordable Care Act. Those extra credits are gone. Trump supporters, FAFO, especially in states that voted for Trump.
However, one thing I always do before reporting on stories like this is go to confirm the basic facts so I know exactly what I'm dealing with. And boy, that was a rabbit hole. Here we get Trump ally's son chained by ICE. Colombian lawmaker Angela Vergara's plea goes viral. Vergara has called upon the government of President Gustavo Petro to intervene to ensure her son's safe return to Colombia. A Colombian far-right congresswoman who has publicly supported Donald Trump has said her son has been detained by ICE following immigration issues in the U.S. However, here we get ICE reportedly imprisoned and chained Colombian conservative congresswoman's son. A harrowing plea from the heart of Colombian legislature has cast a spotlight on the aggressive tactics of U.S. immigration enforcement. In the wake of the news, several media outlets have dubbed Vergara a Trump ally, a label that the congresswoman and her supporters find highly misleading. A post on X by Abraham Mendieta is making traction online. In the post, he called her a Colombian Trump supporter and far-right congresswoman who allegedly celebrated when ICE detained her own fellow countrymen in the U.S. Many reacted by slamming Vergara without taking the time to examine facts. The confusion likely stems from the ideological overlap between the Colombian Conservative Party and the American Republican Party. Past or present? Past or present? Because if it's the American Republican Party present, Trump ally, yeah, that's the least of what we would go with. I mean, at this point, I would go with a diaper or a pull-up, a Trump diaper or a pull-up, the whole party at this point. However, Vergara's politics are rooted firmly in Colombian domestic affairs, focusing on regional infrastructure and the legislative needs of the Bolivar constituency. Now, what did she say herself? I regret taking French. Like every other day of my adult life, I regret taking French. Maybe they made the people that tested high enough take French because they knew they was going to have to learn Spanish anyway. Oh, she responded directly to the initial charge. That narrative is a lie constructed to dehumanize me. I have never celebrated the persecution or arbitrary detention of Colombians. Defending legality is not the same as applauding cruelty. What is evident today is not some supposed contradiction on my part, but the hypocrisy of those who only discover human rights when it suits them politically. I've been consistent. I've always demanded law, due process, and dignified treatment. Denouncing abuses, even when committed by a powerful state, does not make me weak or opportunistic. It makes me a mother, a congresswoman, and a responsible citizen. You gotta ask yourself, has the internet ever lied before?
Oh, wait.
This reminds me
for you?
of Victoria and Dundas.
Oh, for you, right? You're a fucking black man. You're talking about my fucking people?
But we're brothers. If you are a Gadite, we are actually brothers, and this is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and I come to you and I ask you.
You're not listening.
Shut up.
No, I don't have to. I'm trying to teach you.
You don't need to shut up?
Yo, bro.
Now let's see what Black MAGA had to say. Breaking. A white man who was reading the Bible in the middle of the park was attacked by a random black male who threw out racial slurs while being mad about what he was preaching. The black man proceeded to pull out his gun and pointed at the Bible reader's head out of anger for his words. The preaching man was able to grab the gun and beat the deranged man with it. This is why black fatigue exists. You only see these people, and these people only doing these kinds of things. Now, I was actually going to give him some grace that he just mixed up the white and black. I was actually just going to give him, because it makes sense if you just switch it. That is exactly what happens. But then he had to go with, this is why black fatigue exists. You only see these people, and these people only doing these kinds of things. He had to go with the black fatigue for the narrative, as if the video doesn't exist. See, when I tell you that words don't mean anything to MAGA, man, that was quite a bit. Has the internet ever told the truth? Maybe that's the question I should maybe ask, huh? That's too bad. I had a lot planned for her FAFO. I had put some seasoning on it. I was going to do a whole black remake, like The Wiz or Baps. Baps. Yeah, it was a remake of Pretty Woman.
I just need you guys' support in helping to free my son. My son is 23 years old, and he is currently facing 21 years of incarceration due to racial injustice.
Well, why didn't he just comply? That's all he had to do. Girl, where's your red hat, by the way?
Enough is enough, and I'm done crying. Our justice system has done our black men and black women, our black people, wrong.
All lives matter. All lives matter.
I voted for what I wanted. Mass deportation is in effect. And I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I like it here.
Yes, you got exactly what you voted for. The law and order president who's giving immunity and reparations to the police for arresting your son. Good job, Mom. Over the candidate who enacted the successful Back on Track program and was the co-sponsor of the George Floyd Policing and Justice Act. Wasn't this you just a couple of months ago?
Stop scrolling because I done found my tribe. MAGA family, AFF family, Trump supporters. Oh my God, I done found my tribe.
Now you're trying to post yourself wearing blue with blue hearts. You need to put your red MAGA hat back on, put your tap shoes back on, and tap dance your way back to your tribe and get your support from them. And if you tap dance hard enough, maybe you'll get the attention from your daddy, Donald Trump, and maybe he'll help you.
Now, that is what we have come to expect. But unfortunately, we can't give her that smoke just yet. No. Not till we have some clarification. Also, it's different that she's international. So it's not like she had a hand in this, and not like she voted for this and then tried to wash her hands once the consequences came due. Like Ileana Garcia, co-founder of Latinos for Trump, who now says it's not what she voted for. Well said, joyful warrior. She's in the FO part of the journey. Kind of weird. She calls herself the founder of Latinos for Trump. I don't see her in a red hat in none of these. That's, you know what I mean? Did they run out of thread? I don't know what happened. Ileana Garcia, who helped get Donald Trump elected by heading up Latinos for Trump, is now in fear her son might be targeted because he looks Latino. And further, Latinos for Trump co-founder warns immigration will cost the GOP the midterms. Now, you're afraid your son might be targeted because he looks Latino. Is he your biological son? Okay. You are a Garcia, right? So that would make him Latino. That would make him. Are we in denial that our son actually is Latino? Like, are those the degrees that we've gone, that we're in denial that Miss Garcia's son is Latino? We just want to go, he got dark hair. So, I don't know, Well, he made a Bad Money playlist, and we think that he might be targeted as a result of that. He might be targeted because he looks Latino. What part of like English only, mass deportation, white replacement, taking back our country was ambiguous? Like, did you get a new pair of glasses since November 2024, or what exactly? You got that endorsement with Warby Parker? Like, it was all, I don't know what new information has been presented. And then you hit me with, it might cost them the midterms. Well, it didn't cost them the general, now did it? They said everything and it didn't cost them the general. So, I don't know. They were so committed to demonizing your people, they convinced themselves that Kid Rock was good. And they admitted to the grift because they reverted right back the day after the Super Bowl to not acknowledging or respecting Kid Rock at all. Just for the one day. Just for the one day so they could gin up outrage at Latinos in Spanish. It might cost them the midterms. And by the way, this is what they were doing at Mar-a-Lago. Forget what was on the screen. The most offensive part of that was them trying to keep the beat. Is that how the East Wing got demolished? They was playing that music trying to keep the beat and they tore it up like that? That's wild. In the same ways in which we get, you know, the Lauren Boeberts of the world who have the nerve to try and take shots at us, this what y'all got. Thanks in no small part to your work. MAGA grandpa kicked off plane for threatening to call ICE on flight attendant. I'm American, you're the illegal. The incident occurred at the Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport in Texas.
You get socked in the face.
Why? I'm American, you're the illegal. Yeah, you are. You're from Laredo. I know your grandparents.
I've been here my whole life.
No, you haven't.
Whatever.
You bought an illegal Social Security number.
You're racist.
I saw her and her uncles and aunts and all cousins swim the goddamn Rio Grande. Because I'm from Tucson and Fort Worth, and she comes from the damn Mexico.
That's who y'all riding with? That's who y'all riding with? Look, I have bombed before. I've bombed before. But I've never bombed publicly in a racist rant. I don't know that level of shame. I don't know that level of shame. Imagine going to the racist card at the front of a plane where everybody is physically forced to watch you and bombing in front of a whole, like nobody, you threw the racism out and they just wasn't nobody with it. Wow. But I know you would have been with it. I know Ileana, you would have been, if you was on the plane, you would have got it. I know you would have. Yeah, I know. Might cost y'all the midterms.
Well, open the door. Now I'm getting claustrophobic. This is going to be a problem if I don't get out of here. Okay, we're going to have, I need a doctor or CPR or 911. Okay, this is it. I've got to sit down. I am coming. No. Oh, God, my back. Jesus. I'm coming to you, Jesus.
That's not where you going. That's not where you going. I only seen about 90 seconds of your life, and I know better. Please don't let nobody be on the other side of that wall. Please. We actually had a Racist of the Week like this, where the lady threw herself on the ground, didn't know she was being videotaped. Please, I want to do that video again. Oh my gosh, please.
Jesus, mighty God, help me. Oh, Jesus Christ.
They really do.
Sirs, two gentlemen, how y'all just acting like that's not happening in front of you? How, the dude in the red hat and the pink, what conversation are y'all having? How common is this behavior? Have I not been flying enough, or I just haven't been around enough MAGAs? Is this every flight now? Like, this isn't even worth paying attention to? I need your friend list.
You can see my crime videos on TikTok and Instagram. My daddy died 9 months ago. Billy Bob of Fort Worth, Texas, the honky-tonk owner. He used to own Mickey Gilley's in Pasadena, and he ran Mickey Gilley off and owned it. Then he started his own Billy Bob's in Fort Worth.
There it is. I appreciate the eye contact. You know how mad I would be if he brought me up You know his friends listening like, please don't be me. Please don't be me. Oh, come on. Oh. I gotta close my business down.
We got 2 honky donks in Texas. They them Austin SOBs to kiss my ass.
Kiss your what now? One more again.
Them Austin SOBs to kiss my ass.
Is this performance theater? It gotta be performance theater. He doing too much. Come on, bruh. Come on, man. I've seen people react badly to bombing, but never this.
Other than that, we're having a good day. Oh, my goddamn knees. Hey. I got white gold plutonium goddamn platinum kneecaps from the Japanese, them South Korean MFs.
So he just gonna move on to another race? That he just, you know, the anti-Latino wasn't hitting. So I decided to move on to the Asians, and we'll see if that works for the middle of the plane. And then when I get to the wing, I will hit the blacks. When I get to the wing, that's my closer. That's my closer. You know, because that always hits. That always, especially in Texas, that always hits. So that's gonna be my closer.
And that wing chain that come out of a ping pong.
Sir, you're going to have to take a seat. This jet bridge is broken, and we need to move to another
God
bridge.
damn. We could have been there, but y'all broke the door. What I said?
You have to sit in your seat.
My God. No, let me follow you. I don't like you behind me. Please. No, seriously.
No, I'm not going to let you follow me. You go to your seat.
Can you show me? Can you come in front of me? Go back to the same row you're in. Somebody give me a signal where I sat. I'm a blind nigga.
So the same lady whose relatives you saw swim the Rio Grande is who you need to direct you. But you need to follow her back to your seat. But you felt perfectly fine saying all of that with your whole chest, though. When he sat down, you think he just went right back to regular conversation? You think he sat down and was like, so I heard they have Last Samurai on I heard, yeah. Yeah. And I heard the new Wicked is phenomenal. And they had that on here. I hope I have enough time to finish it before we land. I hate that when you start the movie and you can't finish it. You know, sometimes I don't even want to get off the plane when we get on to the tarmac. You know what I mean? Woo.
Kiss my ass.
Those are the kind of people that you empowered. The kind that even in need of help in the moment didn't stop him from going to those kinds of stereotypes and tropes. And the only thing worse than not seeing it for what it was before, not calling it out properly and saying it would cost them the midterms as if this wasn't the whole point all along, but there's actually another step whereby your pick-meism gets called out by them.
I got banned from every Republican event in Texas simply because I respectfully asked my 84-year-old congressman 2 questions. And the second they noticed we were recording, they got violent and we got criminally trespassed. The Texas Republican Party doesn't just cover up for the dirty Muslims that are building Sharia schools and Sharia compounds all over the states. They're also covering up for John Carter, who at 84 years old can't even remember what he voted for last week. The pedophiles on the Epstein files are stealing my election on the first day of early voting by removing my name on the electronic voting machines, and I have proof.
I went through the first time and I just thought it was strange before I submitted. I went back through it and I looked specifically for your name and did not see it anywhere. I saw John Carter's name and a whole bunch of other names, but I did not see yours on there.
Oh my God, I think they actually took me out because I'm one of the people that can actually beat John Carter.
Now that was Valentina Gomez, who's running for the Texas congressional seat. I've covered her here before. She is basically like a racist Mad Libs. She ran in the Midwest on anti-black racism and decided to go down to Texas after getting packed up and run on Islamophobia. It's just whatever's clever. She's a pick-me mercenary is what exactly she is. But even her shamelessness, even her complete shamelessness was too much for the people that she was trying to suck up to. And do you know how nasty it is to kiss up to such a degree where even the ones whose boots you're licking can't respect you? Tell you this, I don't know where you finna go from here, Valentina Gomez, but they finna drag you.
So Valentina Gomez, all right, you're finally getting what is due to you. This here with her MAGA, she's Latin. She has an accent like she just got to this country. She's like,
so I can make Texas the worst place for terrorist Muslims, illegals, and corrupt politicians.
I'm going to get rid of all of the people, the Muslims, and also the illegal immigrants. With that accent, motherfucker, they should snatch you mid-sentence. You got a lot of nerve. You got a lot of nerve. I love these people of color who sell out. What is wrong with y'all? Y'all want to be so white so badly. Even white people, some white people aren't as bad as you, motherfucker. A lot of you Latin people really haven't learned your goddamn lesson. The people that did the song, I will vote for Donald Trump, are getting deported. The other jack with the Trump tattooed on his neck like a little, that motherfucker is getting deported. I can't wait till they find his. Can you believe that? I hope he changes that tattoo to Barack. Or some shit. All of them getting deported. That's what you get, selling out your own people, being Islamophobic, making fun of Muslims and shit, making fun of course, black people and your own people. She would make all these videos like, let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you. She said, I think I'm cute. I'm a sellout. Maybe they'll believe it. And one thing I love about the Republican Party is when their racism sniffs out these sellouts. I actually am for that. I cheer MAGA on. I really do. Listen, I hate racism. I don't like what MAGA is. You know, they're a hateful motherfuckers. But when they take down the sellouts, whether they be black, Asian, Latino, I cheer. You know, make America great again by getting rid of these sellouts. Yeah, I cheer. Practical racism is what I like. And I like that they're deporting your ass. They're investigating your ass.
I'm under investigation by multiple federal agencies.
And every time you run, you lose all the time. So I think you should tell yourself, and I think you should be ashamed of yourself, Valentina Gomez. Bye. Adios, amigos.
That was everything that you needed to hear. That was everything that you, and I'll be honest, he didn't do you as bad as he could have. I've seen worse from Godfrey. Hey, you lucky you're not Dominican. You would have got I Know Black. His I Know Black is legendary. But keep talking. I'm sure he'll find something for you.
It's not the same. It's not the same. It's not the same, papi. It's not the same. They try to salsa that shit off. I'd be like, no, it's not the same.
Thank you guys so much for watching the video, and especially thank you for all your fantastic comments.
Sewer rat may taste like pumpkin pie, but I'd never know because I wouldn't eat the filthy mother.
Hey, keep it clean. We got a PG-13 operation here. We got a lot of young eyes and ears. And a lot of old eyes and ears. It's me. I'm the old eyes and ears.
All y'all old viewers know, because even as recent as a couple years ago, if something was behind me, I'll just go get it. You fast forward to 2026, something behind me. Because I ain't turning around.
And a special shout out to the mods for preserving the sanctity of the chat. I see y'all getting salty with them. That is YouTube that is flagging y'all, not the mods. They are just out here
doing the Lord's work. But as I was saying, I appreciate all your phenomenal comments like this. Love the new set. Keep up the fantastic work. Love it all the way from Northern Ireland. Well, a iron go bra to you. I like the new set. You look great in your new space. Why, thank you, Ozark Hillbilly Hippie. Love the new set, but missed the little hands from your last spot. Was those from your babies? Ah, yes, it was. And you know, Reese loved the kids. So we gotta find a little space for that somewhere on the set. Oh, we got another one. I like the Basquiat art piece and of course B. Marley. Now we're not using regular clothes hangers like we're in college, Reese. Handle that. Well, you know, I got something. This is actually supposed to be a professional for jerseys. It's a hanger for jerseys. What are the instructions? They didn't give me no instructions. Well, they think I'm an architect or something? You know what I got? I got something.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
This is what it made right here. So, ain't that nice? So we got a nice little professional hanger we can use moving forward. And a special shout out to Anjanette who sent me this message. Hey Reese, happy Wednesday. I found it, the Pick Me doll. Oh, they done did it now. And it's $3.75. It should be cheap. A Pick Me doll should absolutely be cheap. I'm surprised it's not at the dollar store. I think that's what Nancy Mace was going for in her voting outfit. I'm pretty sure that was it. She was the model.
But wait, there's more.
I got to get a Pick Me doll on the peoplesgetup.com. I got to get somebody to design my own Pick Me doll. By the way, did I show y'all I got some new stuff coming out for Black History Month? My theme this year, we still here. You know what I mean? We still here. Which definitely means a lot, considering all that we're up against. Because history is generally taught as a series of finished chapters, books clothed in shelves. But I chose We Still Here for this year's Black History Month because it reminds me that history isn't just behind us. It's living, breathing, moving, and evolving through every one of us. For centuries, the narrative of the Black experience has been tested by systemic efforts to erase, silence, or diminish it, something that's only been increasing in recent years. Yet from the resilient spirits of ancestors who survived the Middle Passage to the brilliance of the innovators, artists, and activists shaping our world today, the story has never been broken. To say we're still here is an act of profound joy and defiance, and it means we're still creating, still defining global culture from music to technology, and still leading, breaking glass ceilings in boardrooms and courtrooms, and no, we didn't need DEI to do it. We're still healing, turning historical trauma into a legacy of wellness and community. So this year, I don't just want to look back at where we've been, but look at all the people around me and celebrate the persistence of a people who were never supposed to make it, yet continue to thrive. We're the dream realized, the song unsung, and the future unfolding. We're not just a footnote in history up to the whims of this governor or that president to take down because they got in their feelings. We are the authors of the next chapter. We still here.